AniCrunch here. Hey guys, AniCrunch here, and we're back with The Untamed, episode 18. So we had a lot of the grief last episode, everyone. Pretty much, yeah, just letting it out. I think Wei letting it out was very good. Cheng is... he's going to be down for a while. I appreciate, obviously, the studying they do at Wei, and I appreciate what Quinn did as well, helping out. She's getting some glorious screen time, and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, as usual, we're going to jump straight into it. So guys, if you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, subscribe, check out pictures for the access and cut, and we'll go through the Patreon comments at the end of the video. 3, 2, 1, bye! Really reminds me of the Rock Lee storyline, you know, when he had like 50% chance that he'd be killed or he'd be healed. That was back with that. God, mate, if it goes by how my percentages go when I'm doing stuff on games, be 90% it still fails. I couldn't imagine doing like a real 50-50 on your life. That'd be terrifying. Why is Wending so happy? His smile didn't suit that situation. The treatment of birds in this show, it's just mean. They fucking wrecked the ghost shadow bird thing. That's pretty nice, to be fair. Did you make that with the chicken? That chicken is brutalized. The atmosphere for this scene. Wait, get your strength, bro. Jesus. Actually, it looks nice. I want food. Hello there. Which is a shame. Well, he does, doesn't he? I think he wins that right at the end. Yeah, sure, he's not wrong there. She would have done it with a blink. He wouldn't even blink. She would have just done it. Just shows how that's the the saddest thing about that though is that just shows how close he was with Cheng and how much he cared for him, and we all know how that turns out. It's nice to have like a more quiet episode. I just keep thinking about how this dynamic goes. Oh god. I don't like having foresight. I want to just be fresh again so I don't have to worry about everything. I do prefer them doing all the past in one go though. Go get in now. I need to give him his blanket, I guess. Jesus. Forget how dramatic kids can be. That's not a far away thing that could have happened. It's weird how people perceive like how if you can be scared of certain animals, like it's fine to be scared by spiders, but it's not fine to be scared by a dog. Whoa! Fucking hell! Nani? But she's having to take care of both of these kids. Damn. What's up with him? Oh. Ah, kids. You remember all the petty things you used to get up to when you were kids, when you used to argue with fellow friends? They were the silliest things. Just a bit expensive, just how long they've been together for. How long has he had that habit? An undying friendship was born, but it wasn't undying. Yan Li really was like the crux. She's what kept them stitched together, really. It's a shame when that all happens later. Oh no. That goes the complete opposite. It's mad how much the series turns soon. Like, Jesus Christ. You'd think their friendship would have all the plot armor. You kind of wish it did. Wendy. Goodbye, bro. Thank you for everything. The little heroes deserve so much better than what they got. Mate, why is this? I'm just so jealous of the landscape. To be fair, there's some pretty places in the UK, like Lake District and stuff, but still.
江城，只有这一次机会，下次千万不能再这样冲动了。
Yeah, you can't go running off like he did last time. No, you're lucky to be alive. How does it look, to be fair? Pipe down, Mook, sir. One way to guide someone. God, this is such a thing. Good thing he's not very paid. I'm just trying to get around without them. Fucking hell. No, end of the episode. Right. No, like I say, I like that. It was a bit more of a quieter episode overall. I don't know if I was really saying that much, to be fair, but I enjoyed it. It was just nice to have that pace. Slow things down, build up on the relationships. I think it was a good one for Yang Li. She's not really got too much screen time. I'm just going to see all the clans are now at war. Get the core cured. Yeah, no, everything went pretty well this episode. considering. And then a guy escaped, which I I can't really remember him in Dong Ra. But no, I think like, yeah, it was definitely emotional when you just keep thinking about it. Say like when Youngly was like, "Oh, I promised that we won't ever be separated," and then you're just always thinking about what happens later. And then like when Quinn and Wen Ning, how much they helped, and just knowing what fate they get, it's just all so sad. And it's just like, oh, it's actually just pain thinking about it. It's like the more I watch the show, the more I'm just like, oh, I don't really want to watch. Not that I'm not enjoying it, just more I'm like, oh, this is worse than watching the anime, because in the anime at least it gets through. It's quite fast paced, and when I watched it, I didn't know, so it's like, oh, okay, it was a surprise, and we didn't really know those characters for that long. Whereas in this, because I also know them very well from the Dongwon, and then I'm also building upon them and getting a lot more screen time and time to shine. In this version, it's just like, oh, it just makes it worse, and knowing that's going to happen. It's just like, sometimes foresight sucks. It's like equivalent like knowing how I'm going to die. Feels like at the moment. But no, I think we only got 2 Patreons, which was I cried so much during the episode first time I watched, and I'm not even completely sure why. Seeing them grieve and self-sacrifice is so sad. Like when Quinn's are just like, they don't care about their own lives, they just care about each other's sort of thing. And yeah, it's quite amazing. And Jiang put Jim put Jiang? Alora Jiang, you put here's a link for the instrumental soundtrack with the English translation and time tags. They're all so good. I believe the track 22 and 17 were the one or two that appeared in this episode, sounds like the one you talked about. Take this with a grain of salt, as I am not verbally telling instrument soundtracks apart. Yeah, I think it is a talent when people can just do that. I will favour that to my... Ooh. Okay, I think I know what I'm listening to when I'm playing Lost Ark tonight. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's cool. Oh, thanks for that. That's actually really useful. I'm going to save that. So one thing I wish, it's just a shame it's not on like Spotify. I think I probably should just get YouTube Premium just so I could like put them in the background when I'm listening. Though you can lock your screen, so I think I could just do that instead. No, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I'm going to probably, when I'm playing Lost Ark tonight, because I'm not a big fan of it. I like Lost Ark the game. I'm not a big fan of the music, so I've been putting like fantasy music on in the background. I think I could put a bit of Untamed on. I think that'd be pretty nice. That'll probably be sad when I'm just hearing the music. No, I do have work in a minute, so I'm going to keep it really short. But no, fantastic episode. I enjoyed the slower pace. It was nice to just like sort of sit on the feelings. I actually really enjoyed the flashbacks. I think the screaming bit was a bit weird with one of the kids. I think it was Jeng's kid actor. They were doing like, his mouth weren't moving, but it had that crying. That was a bit off-putting. But other than that, I liked how yeah, it just shows how kids are, how petty he can be, but then seeing how they can forgive each other and miss each other, and then he went to all for him. I appreciate that, and they gave Youngly a bit more there, especially with the soup, and a little tear for thing when he woke up. Overall, just really good.